Hello class. Today we are going to learn about non-linear editing, basic ideas of digital video. We'll learn three concepts of digital video. The first is the concept and classification of digital video. The second is about different television standards. The third is frame rate and pixel ratio. The concept of video and its classification. Movies, TV shows, DVDs, VCDs, which are very common in our daily life, all fall into the category of video. In simple words, video is moving images. Just as pixels are the smallest units of a digital image, still images make up videos. An image is the fundamental unit of video. Each still image is called a frame in television and a frame in movies. Classification of video based on the composition and storage of video signals. Analog video. Analog video is composed of continuous analog signals. The images on film, television, and VHS tapes are usually presented in analog video format. Digital video. Well, in digital video, each point in the image is called a pixel, represented by encoded binary numbers. This allows for modifications to any part of the image, which is why digital video is so popular. Traditional broadcast TV received through antennas is an example of analog video, while set-top boxes and cable television transmit digital video signals. Before producing film and television programs, it's important to understand the different television standards. Broadcast television systems are also known as terrestrial television systems. Different countries adopt different broadcast television systems. Different broadcast television systems differ mainly in terms of frame rate, vertical scan frequency, image resolution, signal bandwidth, carrier signal, representing color space using different models, and more. The main broadcast television system used in the world are PAL, NTSC, and SECAM. The DV products available in the Chinese market are all in PAL standard. NTSC is primarily used in the United States, Chinese Taiwan, Japan, South Korea, Canada, and Philippines, and other areas. PAL is used in mainland China, Singapore, Hong Kong, Australia, New Zealand, and more. SECAM is mainly used in France, Eastern Europe, and the Middle East. Various broadcast television systems primarily vary in terms of frame rate, vertical scanning frequency, image resolution, signal bandwidth, carrier signal, utilization of distinct models to depict color space and other aspects. Television standards encompass the means by which television image signals, sound signals, or other types of signals are transmitted. They also define the display format for television images and the technical criteria applied to different types of signal conversion and image displays. Only by adhering to some technical standards can television signals be properly received by television sets and television programs be played. Just like power outlets and plugs, they can only fit together if they have the same specifications. Chinese plugs won't work with British power outlets. Successful connection can only happen when the standards match. Types of television standards. Analog television includes black and white TV standards, color TV standards, accompanying audio standards, including image and sound signal compression encoding formats, transport stream encoding formats, digital signal modulation formats, and image display formats. Television can be achieved in different ways. A specific way to achieve television, called a system of television. In the process of the development of black and white television and color television, there have been different systems. Let's move to the third part, frame rate and pixel ratio. Frame rate refers to the number of frames per second, or how many frames are displayed every second. It shows how many times the graphic processor refreshes per second. For video content, frame rate indicates the number of still frames shown each second. Let's see how to choose frame rate in the software. First, we go to the File and then click Order. Let's use HDV as an example. We'll select HDV 1080p25. Here, the P25, P24, P30 represent the frame rate. We could see it here. Because we choose P50, it shows 25 frames per second here. This one's about 23.976 frames per second, roughly equivalent to 24 frames per second. And this one's around 30 frames per second. This is how we could choose different frame rate. Pixel ratio. Pixels are the building blocks of images. Pixel ratio refers to the ratio of width to height for a single frame, under the same image ratio of 16 to 9. If the pixel ratio is a 1:1, we could see this unit is a square. If that changes to 2:1, it becomes a rectangle. Sometimes you may notice your video images look distorted, squished, or stretched. This is due to wrong pixel ratio. Let's see how can we change it in the software. First, we need to find the setting. Under the category of frame size, you'll find the pixel ratio setting. By default, it's 1.3333, which means 1:1 ratio. How is this conversion done? This calculation is derived by dividing 1440, the width value, by 1080, the height value, resulting in 1.3333. But the pixel ratio is 1:1. So that's all for today's class. See you in the next session.